Hi, my name is Oswald Singer. I'm the initiator and co-founder of Phenomenal Youth Association. Phenomenal Youth Association is an organization that is dealing with adolescents and youth living with HIV. Despite that, it's an inclusive organization which is accommodating both statuses, positive and negative. But our focus is to help adolescents and youth living with HIV. With that, we have different programs that are helping youths fight stigma, discrimination, acceptance, get to maintain adherence, in order for them to attain attain undetectable viral load. The main reason that the organization was initiated was the barriers or the challenges that some of us had. When I say some of us, I mean people like me who are living with HIV. Our focus is to ensure that the generation or the people that are the youth and adolescents that are following us behind do not get to have the challenges that we've been having as we've been growing up. We are like a support body or a group of youth that are trying to make a difference in our communities. We are having members from all over the country. We have a team on Copper Belt, we have a team in Eastern Province. The target is to ensure that we are in every province, all the 10 provinces of the country, with the help of our partners like UNA Zambia. The growth is coming in with the number of people that we are reaching out to. These are the people that we are trying to incorporate or grow with us in all areas so that nobody is left behind.
I got to learn about my HIV status when I was in grade 9, that was 2012. Of course, I was tested a year earlier, which was 2011, but I was not told about it until 2012. And it was pretty much hard for me to accept the fact that I was HIV positive. At some point, I wasn't taking my medication, and then after some counseling, finding the right support system around me and all that, I finally got to accept my status. Yeah, and started taking my medication and all. I am currently virally suppressed, living a healthy, positive life.
We have different programs that are running, as I mentioned, like the campaign, the No Shame About Being HIV campaign, which is focusing on helping people understand their HIV status, get to know that the status won't change. There's nothing wrong, there's nothing that is wrong with them. They just have to have acceptance in order for them to have a flow with adherence, in order for them to get to attain a suppressed viral load, and with that they cannot transmit HIV to their sexual partners or babies being born every day. When we have babies being born without HIV, meaning we are achieving that target of having no child being born with HIV. There cannot be an Oswald who is HIV, who was born with HIV positive. There cannot be another youth activist that we're having in Phenomenal Youth that is living with HIV. Our goal is to ensure that none of the youth get to be like us. So we are ensuring that the information, the vital information, it reaches the people. Also now to take care of themselves.
I personally face challenges living with HIV, and I've noticed that most facilities or art centers which give these services, they only opt to give medication for maybe 3 months and 6 months, and they don't really focus on what happens after they give that medication, because there are a lot of challenges which a lot of young people, not only young people, even older people, including pediatrics and adolescents, go through. For example, we can talk about rejection, denial, even suicidal thoughts or mental health. And really nobody, the health services at the clinic where we get this medication, they're not focused really on those challenges we go through. So for me, I noticed and I've personally faced these challenges, and I thought, why not come up with an association, a group of young people living together or having the same challenges but able to fight through and be an example to other youths, saying, okay, look, I've been living with HIV for now 13 years and I'm here and I'm not ashamed to be HIV positive. I take my medication every day regardless of the challenges that I go through. So Phenomenal Youths Association is there to give a heaven safe place to everybody, young people living with HIV, to make them see like there is life after HIV diagnosis.
I've benefited a lot from PYA in terms of information and everything. Yeah. In short, I think PYA is trying to bridge a gap whereby if we want to change our community, like the stigma levels, people are not adhering to their medication, making sure that they are consistent with their ART and ensuring that they are very low, they're suppressed. PYA is one platform which is working really, really hard. It's almost, the media platforms and everywhere, trying to share the information. And the good part, the most best and good part is that it consists of people who are both negative and who are positive. Reason being, they are both learning, because many of the times I think if you just you concentrate on the other side, like we just say we should be teaching people who are not, or people who are positive, we teach them information. What about those people who are negative? So PYA is trying to bridge that gap in the sense that they all, either being negative or positive, they will all be learning one common goal. There will be even that sort of understanding, because I think what brings about stigma is due to the fact that most people don't know what really HIV is and how it's transmitted and stuff. Hence, there's a lot of stigma. So PYA is really, really going to help a lot in terms of changing our community, and spreading the information about HIV and other related health matters.
Well, PYA can be beneficial to other youths because it's not only an organization, but it's also more like a family to everyone. And it encourages everyone to accept themselves, to love themselves, because that's the first step. If you can't love yourself, then you can't accept your status. And the good part is, it doesn't only focus about the people living with HIV, it also focuses on people also who are negative, so that if the positive and the negative, they're having the same information, it will be a thing of the past when it comes to stigma and discrimination, because we are spreading out the same information despite having different status.
We have the Chilimba project, Chilimba program that has been running for the last 6 months with the support of our partners, UNH Zambia. The Chilimba is not talking about money as we know it in Zambia. It's where we are able to help each other maintain adherence, maintain positive living in this COVID period. How do we do that? If we're having an adolescent or a youth or any person that is trying to maintain adherence and is far away from home, we, through the team, through our pages, through media pages, through our platforms, people reach out and they have a lot of issues. It can be maybe they need counseling, they need somebody to reach out to them, they need somebody to talk to, or they don't have drugs. What we're doing as a team, a professional team that we're having, because we're having medical doctors, we're having nurses, we're having lawyers, we're having teachers, a lot of geniuses in one box. So with the team that we're having in the medical field, if somebody is needing services, maybe they need to reach out to, they have a challenge and they need some help. They get to reach out to the page or any of our platforms and then explain the challenges that they're having. It may be GBV, it may be maybe they just need they need somebody to talk to, or maybe they have challenges in adhering to treatment, or maybe they just need a treatment themselves because they are far away from home. So what happens is the team gets to identify where that person is, and through our platforms or the team members that we're having all over in different places, we get to know who is closer to them so that they can get to share the bottle with the person we need. And the moment that person gets to have access to treatment, if they go back, or if they're able to go back to their place, or if they're able to go back to the health center in time, they get to refund that bottle that they collected in absence. But we ensure that we reach out to the health center and explain that, okay, this person was supposed to collect treatment and they've been helped, and that person is supposed to refund the bottle of ARVs that they got from the person, because we need to maintain the flow. We need to maintain that everybody stays adherent to treatment by all means.
So we've incorporated this too because when COVID broke out, there were a lot of myths, a lot of fear impacted in people, especially with immunocompromised people, which are people living with HIV. So this project is just there to see how best we can help ourselves in this pandemic. So what we are doing in this project is we have 2 facilities we've captioned in our catchment area, which is Chais and Kabwata. So we are calling young people living with HIV to see, are they able to access their medication? Have they taken their medication? If we've noticed that they have various challenges which they need physical interactions or to go through or to help them, we go there physically and help them with those challenges. So we are doing this project. It's not just the first project we are doing. We are hoping to do more other projects to reach out all the 10 provinces in Zambia.
The Chilimba is also having programs like mental health, which we've managed to partner up with expertise in mental health, and some of the team members have been trained in mental health, so they are aware of how they can approach and have a conversation with somebody who's having challenges with mental health. We have a team of experts who are able to share information on sexual reproductive health. They're able to reach out to members or the communities that is having challenges, especially the adolescents and youth who are reaching out, or who are turning into teenagers and are being prey to a lot of things like sex, drugs. So we do talk about these topics so that they get to be aware of the community, or the, what can I say, they get to be aware of the age group that they are entering, so that they're able to understand themselves. They're able to know that if somebody gets to touch them like this, it should be in an appropriate manner, then they are supposed to take action or report to an adult.
I got to find out about phenomenal youths through, I think we were working from my workplace in HF. Yeah, we had this program called the Transition Program, and from that I got to interact with one of the Phenomenal Youth's founders, which is Precious and Oswald, and we got to talk about the Phenomenal Youths and got involved and finally got to become a member of the program as well. Yeah, it has really helped me a lot in the sense that not only has it helped me to come out open about my HIV status to the public. I got to post my HIV status on Facebook because I'm so free about it, and I realized that has really helped out a lot of people outside there, because a lot of people came so open to get to talk to me, interact with me. If they have any questions about HIV, they get to ask me questions so that they can understand more about HIV. And it also encourages others out there who are finding it difficult to accept their HIV status.
The fact that you're HIV positive, it doesn't mean it's the end of your life. The fact that you're living an HIV positive life, it doesn't mean now everything has changed, or so to say, you can't think ahead, you can't plan ahead. The fact that you're HIV positive, you can still plan and think ahead, because nothing changes about you. You are still you. The only difference is that you need to continue taking your medication, your ART drugs.
disclosure plays a very important role in our HIV life, because once you disclose about your status to someone, you'll be able to freely, it's a way of acceptance. Once you accept, you'll be able to disclose, and once you disclose, it will help with your adherence to medication. You won't feel, you won't have the shame to believing like, oh, someone will look down on me because I am HIV positive, or once you hear someone talking about HIV, you'll be like holding back and all. But once you disclose, it might help out someone out there in the world who is having the same challenge who is in the same situation but having some difficult time to accept their status. So disclosure really plays a very important role in one's life. You never know who you're helping out there.
At times you feel as if you are in a dark place, you are shadowed, like you are in a corner, all your dreams are shuttered down. But I'm here to tell you that there's always a new start. There's always a way to achieve your dreams, to achieve your ambitions, and everything that you have planned. You can even get married, you can even have kids. It's not the end of the world. HIV is just there, and it's up to you to show it that you are still the boss, it's still you're healthy, it's still your body, and you are still in charge. And to my fellow youths who are negative, please continue protecting yourself, and also acquire more knowledge about HIV and AIDS, so that you'll be able to spread it out even to other families and friends who may be positive or negative, or anyone who's lacking knowledge about HIV and AIDS.
So, as an organization, as a growing organization, we are trying to partner up with organizations or institutions that are trying to make the difference to the community, which is a plus, because we believe we are stronger together, and together we can make a difference.